Good morning, Raider Nation. Raider D here with the Raider D Podcast, getting ready to head on down to Vegas for the August 20th open practice. So if you guys are going to be there, be on the lookout for us in the parking lot as well as at the entrance. We got a bunch of giveaways that we're going to be doing and hope to see you in person. Now, let's get into my thoughts about last night's game between the Dallas Cowboys and the Las Vegas Raiders. The takeaways from that game is pretty simple. We've got some work to do, but it's not all bad. Yes, we lost that game. Yes, Gardner Minshew looked like Gardner Doo-Doo. And yes, Aiden O'Connell threw a pick six when in all reality, he shouldn't have even been in the game. But it was a bad pass nonetheless. However, we do have to take a look at, if you minus that pick six, he actually had a really good game, and I think that he stole the starting quarterback position away from Gardner Minshew having any chance. I think come Monday, we are going to hear the official announcement that our quarterback one for 2024 is none other than Aiden O'Connell. As I have been saying all offseason, he had the best chance to be quarterback one because of what he was able to do as a rookie coming into a very bad situation. And I think that he has proven himself to be an adequate starter in the NFL. And if he can just make sure that in the regular season, he's not making terrible passes like he did. And it wasn't even a terrible pass. It was really just a bad decision. He did not see the defender there, and it was a misread, a bit of a mental lapse. Maybe he tried to throw it to that situation right from the gate. Got to clean that up, Aiden O'Connell. But other than that, he had a pretty decent night. And I think one thing that you can see is that he does have a lot of poise in the pocket. And so if the pocket can hold up for him, if our offensive line can play well this year, Aiden O'Connell is going to be a good pocket passer because he can really lay the ball out there in some really good situations. Another guy that I want to talk about really quickly who is really standing out is Trey Tucker. This kid is looking absolutely amazing coming off of his rookie year. We could have a burgeoning superstar in the making. He is simply so athletic, so twitchy, so fast, and he simply seems to get open with ease. Like it's not even an issue for him to get open. And so this coming season, look for Trey Tucker to be a bigger part of the offense than he was even last year. And he is one of those guys that defensive coordinators are going to have to account for, and they're going to have a spy on this kid. They're going to have to dedicate a safety to making sure he doesn't blow the top off of the roof every time he lines up in the offense. Another guy that is really being impressive this offseason, and I think in my mind has solidified his position as wide receiver number 4, that's DJ Turner. DJ Turner is one of these guys who, once you get the ball in his hands, it's really a matter of yards after the catch with him, because unlike some receivers where the second they get touched, they fall down, he's really dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and he can pick up those extra yards. He may not be the fastest guy out there, but he is certainly one of those dudes that is difficult to bring down. He's very shifty. He knows how to work his hips and his body to get out of tackles, and I think you're going to see a lot of DJ Turner lining up at wide receiver this year, not just special teams. Another guy that we need to talk about is Janarius Robinson. Has really had a fantastic offseason. This is on the defensive side of the ball, defensive tackle. Again, the guy is showing why he deserves to be on this team. I think he has solidified his spot on the 53-man roster, and he just simply hasn't had enough repetitions. I think he's going to get more in the regular season this year than he has in the past. Look for him to start having a good game. And look for us down there in Las Vegas. I know we lost last night's game, and that sucks. But at the end of the day, it's preseason. You're playing a vanilla offense. You're playing a vanilla defense. It is not anything to hit the panic button over. As I made a satirical video before the game, because I know how we are, Raider Nation. My satirical video was, there is no hope. We're terrible. Aiden O'Connell's terrible. Gardner Minshew's terrible. The coach is terrible. The team is terrible. We're not going to win even a single game. Listen, we're fine, guys. I know we've lost both preseason games this far. And I know that we have a lot to work on. I know the run defense really needs to clean things up. I know that Jack Jones got beat on a play for a touchdown last night. But you know what? Jack Jones had a couple of pass breakups and some really good play out there. And he was playing well into the third quarter, which you would never expect a starter of his caliber to be doing. I don't expect next week's game that you're going to see our starters in there near as much as they have been in the first two games. I think it's only smart that Antonio Pierce knows who's going to be good, who's not going to be good by this point. Now it's time to really evaluate our undrafted free agents and the guys who are hanging on the balance to make that 53-man roster. That's who's going to be in the majority of next week's game. But hey, if you guys are going to be down at the open